on YouTube. Hey, today is Saturday now. It is 9:38 in the a.m. I'm just kind of getting going. I delivered that load down the reefer trailer to Costco about, I don't know, a mile that way, mile and a half that way. So the load's right here. I'm bobtail right now. I have to pick up an empty. I just dropped that brand new trailer to Costco. And, excuse me. The load I was able to get out of here is a load going to Tupelo, Mississippi. Tupelo. And this doesn't deliver until Monday. Like I said, today's Saturday morning. All I got to do is go over to the Houston Van Operating Center, the van yard, and pick up a relay. It's 40,000 pounds, so the assignment says. But this is 40,000 even, so I don't know exactly how much it's going to weigh until I get there. And it's a live load on Monday morning. I have an open window from 6 a.m. to 1400. I want to be there as early as possible, because right now where I got that window, the system is not letting me book a follow-up. It keeps saying, even though the trips that I'm trying to book are also open windows from like 800 to 1600, they overlap. It keeps failing transit, and I've called about it, and I'm not going to be able to book a follow-up load. I want one Monday, so I need to get this delivered as early as possible on Monday so I can close out my trip and grab something that day so I can have it dropped off before, I'm going to say 1500 on Tuesday, so I can make payroll to finish out this week. Now, last time I left you, I told you I was in West Memphis, Arkansas, VOC, and I was waiting to get serviced. My 15,000 mile inspection and PM. I arrived at that yard Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., a little after 9. They finally come and grab to my truck around 10:30 that night saying, hey, you ready to get... I'm like, bro, I've been here 13 hours already. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm about to go to bed. Can we do this in the morning? So the only thing I can tell you, man, is just talk to the service supervisor in the morning and see what they can do for you. So I'm like, all right, fine. I mean, I get, you know what, as a company driver, all the company trucks are priority. When you're an IC man, you're bottom of the barrel. You're bottom of the barrel. You wait until they have a spot for you. So, I set my alarm. I know shift changes about 7 a.m. So I set my alarm for 6:30. Alarm goes off. I set up. I probably set up maybe 5 minutes, still trying to wake the hell up. I get a phone call from the shop. Said, hey, you ready to get service? I'm like, yeah. So I hurried up and woke the hell up, and I took my truck over there, and it took about 2.5 hours. This is going to cost me, or not going to, it did. It's coming out of my maintenance account, of course. This cost me $660.49. Now, I don't know if that's because I had to do the inspection and the PM. There's really no breakdown here. I mean, it's got a breakdown of some parts that it used. It looks like total job cost. Looks like labor cost is $295 an hour. What? Work, repair, power lube. It's got a list of parts. I don't. This fuel filter should not have been replaced. That's $85 for a damn fuel filter. Plus the $98 labor cost for 0.71 hours to install it. So I'm not due to drive any tractor. First PM 2-pack fuel filter replacement, replaced with new 2-pack fuel filter kit. Okay, I'm reading that notes. First PM on truck needs everything checked. Spoke to driver, he wants to wait until the morning so he can get some sleep. Driver report to transit service advisor, called to bring pit 16. Completed power lube inspection, air up steer tires and drive tires. Okay, well, now I'm reading work detail that I didn't do. So this was the first PM. That's why the extra cost so much for the inspection. So from this point forward, it shouldn't cost nowhere near that at an OC. From what I hear, $350, $400 is about the OC price. But if you go to like a TA or somewhere, they charge like 5 or 6, right? So anyway, since I was there 23 hours before I got put in the shop, I said, let's just finish it out and do a reset. And I'm not a night driver, so I wasn't going to work at 10 p.m. that night. So I waited till the next morning. I hit the road at 7:30. Yesterday, I drove the 592 miles it took to get here. And I got here about, I can tell you exactly what time I got to the shipper. I got to the shipper at, that's the yard move, that's the yard move, that's the yard move. Before the yard moves, I got to the shipper at 17:55, so 5 minutes to 6. And that was it. So I used 10 hours, 20 minutes of my 11. And I really didn't have, I could have went to the Vineyard, which I'm only 35 miles away from the Vineyard, if that, 45-minute drive. But the Houston OCs, both Houston OCs are garbage, not worth staying there overnight. So I stayed here at this Lowe's. It's in a bobtail. I couldn't even find a place in the back. Now, if I had a trailer, this Lowe's it wouldn't have even been an option. But I'm bobtail, so I parked in front up here in the corner of the gas pumps. Not the fuel, not diesel, up back. I'm up front where the people are. Another bobtail beside of me, he had the same problem, couldn't find a spot. So I'm about to go over to the yard. I'm going to pick up at Relay, and I'll probably drive about 3. I'm not in a big hurry. I don't have to be there until 6 a.m. Monday morning, which kind of sucks because I'd rather just drop it off tomorrow, but I can't. I just can't. Where's it going? It is going to a load up. It's going to a Cooper Tire and Rubber Company. So I guess this is tire products. You know that, but the rubber. Yeah, okay. I've hauled shit like this before. They make tires out of the raw material I'm taking. That's why I was said it's 40,000 pounds. Okay. Yeah, it's a heavy load. I bet you, I'd be willing to bet it's probably closer to 42 when I actually get the trailer. Anyway, I'm gonna take you along with this load, and or at least till I pick it up, because it's Saturday now and the videos go up on Sunday. But I really wish I was at Matt's. I was wanting to go to Matt's, and I said going up to this week after I dropped this trailer off, if I could find a load out of Texas taking me within 100 miles of Louisville, I was going to go to Matt's, and it probably would have been today before I got there. I thought I had, if it wasn't for the damn delay with this truck at the shop, I could have had a load going to Moreno, Ohio, out of Texas, which was 98 miles or 110 miles away from Louisville. But I've been watching these Matt's videos. I mean, I've been to shows like this, not Matt's in particular, but I've been to shows like this before. So with me, I ain't no way I could spend 2 or 3 days in a place like that. I'd get bored out of my damn mind seeing the same shit all day. Now, truth be told, if someone said to me, you can go to Louisville for 3 days for a trip, but it's either Matt's, motocross, big concert, or just to go on the Bourbon Trail, which would you pick? Every time be the Bourbon Trail. So yeah, I think I probably would have put a little more effort into it if I had a trip planned to go visit some more distilleries in bourbon country. But it is what it is. Anyhow, let's get to work. I just did pre-trip before I started recording. I had breakfast, and you ever had those sausage, egg, and cheese waffles from the Love's cabinet? Those sausage, egg, and cheese waffle sandwiches are pretty good. Anyhow, that's it. Let's hit the road. I'll see you when I get to the Vineyard. show you this. Yes, I'm behind the wheel of my truck. Yes, I'm on the interstate, but I am in park. I'm not operating the vehicle. I have been sitting here for an hour and 7 minutes at a standstill. I turned my clock on the yard move when we went to a stop from a slow crawl. But I've been in this traffic now for a couple of hours. Apparently there is a car hauler up there who got an fender bender on the right hand lane. I don't know, but I know it's about a mile and a half ahead of me. And even westbound is a parking lot. I'm heading east on I-10. This is the best time to have a CB. It's like this, but I just saw a pickup truck in front of me. He dipped out the shoulder, went over to make a U-turn to come back on the westbound lane. Seeing over there is a parking lot as well. So he goes from one parking lot to the other. Makes no sense. People get impatient. They don't want to wait in line. They want to go to another line and wait. 0 sense at all. But here in the CB chatter, I think I see a crane or something up there. I don't know. All I know is we're sitting here, and this is the stuff you deal with in trucking. But I've already got the relay. I got out of Houston OC, and when I got the DVR back, I said it was status under maintenance. I went inside the shop there and asked them what the maintenance problem was, and it says it was reported it had a hole in the roof, and it was reported yesterday. That was my first question. When was this reported? He said yesterday. I was like, well, yesterday, bud, this driver picked this load up from the shipper and dropped it off here as a relay. The trailer was already loaded and had a seal on it. So how did that driver report a hole in the roof when he couldn't open it up? So, he was like, good question. But then he was also like, this is like an old report. So they told me to pull up in front of the bay, and they brought out the scissor lift, and one of the techs got up there and looked, so he didn't see anything. But I had to get that straightened out before I left, in case there was the trailer locked into maintenance for whatever reason that I didn't see on pre-trip. But therefore, there was no hole in the roof. So I hit the road. I have been on the road for how many miles? About 80 miles. Okay, westbound is moving now, but they had a rolling roadblock that was causing their delay. But I'm still in park, sitting here on yard move. I'm probably going to take that on to off duty here eventually, or later on, just so maybe, I don't know, if I need to reclaim time later on in the week, then I probably will. But I'm just sitting here. I'm not breaking no rules. I'm in park. I may be on the road, but I'm in park. Yeah, people are out here. Well, you can see people are just out there standing by the vehicles. They're looking ahead, trying to figure things out, and we're all just sitting here. Big construction area turns down into because they're what they're doing. They're expanding between Houston and Beaumont, Texas. Not even that far from Beaumont. What we're in, there's a Love's right here. It is Beaumont. Okay, there's a Love's right up ahead, about a mile and a half ahead. 2.2 miles ahead is what Trucker Pass says. So this is Beaumont. A bunch of construction here on I-10, and we're on the eastbound side where all the construction just kind of merged into like a narrow area, and yeah, life of a trucker. I'm planning on going. Where's my plan at? My plan is to go to get to. There's a Love's on I-55. No, it's 59, right? Hang on, I'm sorry. I gotta go back over here. Go to that right there, right? Picayune, Mississippi. 295 miles from where I'm at right now. So the plan was to go all the way, take 10, hit 12, go into is that New Orleans, close to New Orleans, or go down to 59. I wanted to hit, hit 59, right? Come on, show me the number. Yes, it's 59. And go up. Instead of hitting 55 and going through some bullshit highway country road. So it was only adding 30 miles to the trip, but it's a better drive. So hit 59, go up to this Love's. I've been to that Love's. It's a brand new Love's. It's a nice Love's. Got a Chester's in there. I feel like I want chicken today. But since I'm originally estimated to get there by 5:30, but 5 hours and 45 minutes from where I mean start. If we were to start moving right now, it'd be 5 hours. I'm 295 miles away. It'd be 5 hours, which would be 7 o'clock, which is fine. I may want to have it start earlier or stop earlier, just because I'm sitting here. I've been TikToking, just looking at TikTok and looking up, watching Matt's videos on YouTube, listening to other drivers complain and moan and whine. Yes, it sucks. There was no detour around this because this is in an area where there's no exits within like 6 or 7 miles of this place. No obvious routes around it. So, it is what it is. This is what we go through out here with traffic. Sometimes it is pretty long and lengthy setting on the highways. I'll get back with y'all later. Yep, so I decided to park. I went maybe 40 miles after the floodgates opened, the green flag dropped, if you will. I just kind of got out of the funk, out of the click of driving. I was like, I just pulled over. I was going to get fuel. And while I was here getting fuel, I looked at the clock. I just stopped. This load can't be there no earlier than Monday morning, 6 a.m. I'm 580 miles away from the location. I will drive. There's a Love's like 12 miles from the place. So I will drive the 560 miles tomorrow to get to that Love's. And then get up early the next morning, early Monday morning, and deliver it. But I have got a couple of things. Well, I got a couple things for the truck. Let me see. Well, first, there. See that? I got me an antenna the other day for the CB. I went ahead and mounted. I got me a little clip up here for the handle instead of having it on the ground, and I got me an external speaker, which right now is just laying in the seat because I can't figure out where. I mean, here's my view right now. My tablet. My tablet with DriveWise and Truck Smarter, and of course the work tablet. All these wires and all these cables just kind of like blah, sloth up there, of course. Now the issue is, you see, this is the bracket for the speaker, right? I don't want to put it up here and have the wire just kind of more wires in the way. I didn't really want to drill holes anywhere. Then I decided, well, this right here probably be the best place for it, just like right here. So you can see there's a screw right there, which is the middle hole. I took my drill, I did a pilot hole, then I screwed in. And these screws are a little too long. You can tell. Yeah, it's hitting frame back there. So I'm either going to get shorter screws, or I may just drill through that back plate. I don't really want to do that because I don't know what's back there. I don't want to pop all this off. So I didn't want to drill here, but I mean, I guess it's not horrible. Wouldn't be a horrible spot, but right now you see this hole there. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. That's most likely where I'm going to do. Just have to get some shorter screws is all. Although I did screw up here, I did put a little hole in there because I didn't have any Allen wrenches or hex head things. I could have used that up there, but I think that might have been too big for the hole for the D-ring clamp, hook, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You have any ideas where this could be? Initially, when I bought this thing, it's a Cobra dynamic external speaker. I was hoping that I was thinking about having it mounted like up here above my door, like right here behind my head, but the wire is just not long enough to tuck it and route it around. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to hang it up top and have another wire going up in the sky, in the air. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Where do you, like, if you have an external speaker for your CB, where do you have it mounted in your truck? And mind you, this is a Cascadia, so I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, I could just mount this up here in the hole where the truck was designed for it. But Schneider and SFI make these trucks to where you have a dash mounting system. So why not use it? Why go through all the extra crap to get it up there and have to take off panels and wiring in the back and blah, 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 blah. Just like my antenna cable. Like my other truck is just laying across my dash, you know. So why bother all that other install stuff if you don't need to do it? But I will say, if I did do that, it'd be a easier way to mount the speaker up there, and it wouldn't have all that extra wire going from the dash up. I don't know, give me your thoughts. Oh, yeah, I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get back. I'm just gonna go stretch out the sleeper. I've been here for a couple hours now. I got fuel. I've been here watching TikToks and YouTube videos, and well, I had Wendy's for dinner. So I'm just going to stretch out in the sleeper. I'm going to try to get up a little earlier in the morning than I normally do, just so I can hit the road a little earlier, so I can park a little earlier. But although it don't really matter, because the days are getting longer, so I can park 7. I can still drive 7 o'clock and it'd be fine. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Can't stop you on. I'm sorry. So we'll see you in in about a second. You'll see me. All right. Well, I am now 40 miles from delivery. Gorgeous day. You know what I love about spring? Man, I love everything about spring. The smell of the honeysuckle sweetness in the air, fresh cut grass. I'm starting to see more and more greenery. I saw for the road ties there, the green. I've been cloudy, overcast all day, but it's spring. You gotta have some rain. I haven't been through rain yet, but in order to get the luscious green and the spring bloom, you gotta have wetness. You gotta have rain. But right now it's sunny. I am. What town am I in? Actually, I don't even know the name of the town that I'm in. I am in West Point, Mississippi, at a Love's. So I will stay here tonight. I'm 40, like I said, actually one GPS is 50 miles, the other one is 48 miles. So away from location. Delivery. Now I have a delivery window tomorrow, Monday, being from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. The issue is, well, not really an issue, but I gotta juggle my hours some because the next load that I'm getting is the GE in Decatur, Alabama, which I did this load earlier in the month, going over to Grand Prairie, Texas, Dallas. It says it's not ready till 5 o'clock. So this here's a live unload. I don't know how long. This shouldn't take but an hour or so to unload this thing. It's a bunch of rubber from what I understand. I mean, I don't know if it could be finished product, it could be tires, and if it's tires, then maybe it's loose tires. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. Which is what sucks about picking up sealed trailers, because you don't know what the load is. But I'm guessing an hour or two max. So I'm going to leave here probably around 9. No, that'd be too early. Let's just say 2 hours. And I got a 2-hour drive from there to pick up. So I probably will leave here right around 9, 10 o'clock. Get there about 11. Hopefully be unloaded by 1. And be in Decatur by 3. And hope the load is ready then. Why? Because I need to be able to put some miles in after delivery tomorrow, or after pickup tomorrow evening, because it's 700 miles from, 700 miles from Decatur to Grand Prairie. It's actually, to be precise, 657 miles. So it's not 700 miles. It's 657 miles. But I want to get this load delivered before 4 o'clock on Tuesday so I can guarantee payroll. So I need to get a couple hundred miles done after pickup. So I pick up 5, or maybe hopefully a little early, and drive till about 8 or so, and then get up the next morning, 7, and be in Dallas by 4 at the latest. And then, as I read this second recording, I don't have a follow-up load yet. But I'll get one, for sure, from somewhere. From the area to somewhere, I'll figure it out. But I want to get these loads done for payroll, so I can have a decent week, which should be 42. 42. Should be right at 42. Alright, I click right here, my little. Let me close my GPS and drive wise out. Go right here. Go right here. Let's see. 43. 25 and 8, 33, then 1050, 43, 43.50. Be a nice little solid week. Now I'll tell you, when y'all see this spreadsheet that I'm working on, or that I've created, and I keep filling these things in, at the start of the month, when you see all the stuff you got to make just to break even, just to get back in the black, it's a little depressing to look at. But the more you go, and you start putting the data in, it's fine, because you just know what you got to pay right off the get-go, and the more you work, the more you put in, the other numbers auto-calculate and make everything better. So anyway, Yeah, it'll be a $4,300 week if I can get that next load delivered by 4 p.m. I know the rule is 1600 or 8 o'clock, 1800. I'll tell you what, I have dropped off in the 5 o'clock hour on the East Coast a couple times. It's supposed to be 1800 Central Standard Time. And if I drop off in the 5 o'clock hour or even the 6 o'clock hour Eastern Time, granted, there's an hour difference there. It should count. For whatever reason, I've had a couple times where my last load of the week wouldn't carry over for whatever reason. So I'm going to say 4 o'clock's cut off. I don't give a damn whatever it says. I'm going to say 4 p.m. is cut off, Central Time. So that's my goal, to get this load, the next load, delivered by 4 p.m. on Tuesday so I can make payroll. So, but while I was in West Memphis, remember when I did my reset there, and I waited 23 hours for him and got my truck into service into maintenance. I ran into an owner that was in my orientation back in the beginning of February. Oh, Dean. His name is something else, but he said just call me Dean. So I was like, okay, Dean it is. But he walked up to the truck. I was looking for loads, and I saw some bald black man walking up to me, looking at me all weird and strange, right? So, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Dean. I didn't know his name, but I recognized who he was when he finally popped up. We talked for a little bit, and he's doing okay. He lives up in the Kansas City area, so he's kind of like in the mecca of all the loads for Schneider. Missouri, you can always find loads in and out of there. So he's doing well. He was a former company driver. Remember, I told y'all there was another company driver in there. This was him. He was with Schneider longer than me, I think a couple of years or so. And I was only there a company driver for 15, 16 months. But he's a good cat. He seems to be doing well. He's like me. We're just out here. We're trying to figure out what routes work best for us, and just kind of go from there. And as I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today on my 30, talking to her, what I need to figure out now is where I need to figure out what area that I want to be my start and stop area. Meaning, when I leave there, go out there and work all the routes and get me back to that spot. I just need to figure out what that's going to be, because as it is right now, I'm just working off randomness, right? I don't really have set things. It's just randomness because I don't have a home. That's what I need to figure out. I don't take home time, so I don't go home. And I know West Virginia is home, and it's hard to get loads through there. I need to figure out exactly the area. I have a couple spots in mind that I'm going to kind of test out. Granted, I don't have anywhere to stay. I can get hotels, of course, but that's when it's going to be definitive for me of the numbers that I will be making. The potential is there for sure, but I got to be a little more intentional. I'd say intentional. Let's say I decided to have Dallas as my start-stop location. If I want to live in Wilmer or the area. Corsicana, Porter, Houston, whatever. I need to act like I'm starting my week from that location, get out there and work for 2 solid weeks, and route myself back. Can that happen and make good money? If that can't, let's figure out a location. If the money is during the end of that 2 weeks isn't what I felt is good, then let's figure out another location. Maybe go into Decatur, Alabama, and Alabama somewhere. Go in that area. Start there. So I want my weeks to start on Tuesday. That's when I want to start working, on Tuesdays. So not necessarily. Maybe even start it on a Monday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just know I want to avoid the weekends. I want to avoid trying to find loads on weekends. I don't mind having a load attached to me to get me through the weekend. I just want to avoid to have to look for loads on the weekends, because weekends suck. Now, this video is going up a little late. Right now it's 6 o'clock local time. So 7 o'clock Eastern time. It should have been up by now. But I just didn't. I want to try a new time for one, and see how that works with everybody. And I was driving all day. I didn't have time to do much recording. I didn't make the time. But I am, so I still have a special video request I've started working on it. I just haven't got it finished yet. So that's on the way. That's on the way. Trust me. It'll be there probably. I'll probably have it up this week. I might just do it at Friday. I might complete it over the next couple of days. Now, I will complete it over the next couple of days, and I'll probably do it as a bonus video of the week Friday. So this coming week, you'll have 3 videos from me: Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So anyway, that's it, y'all. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.